In today's post, I talk about how Sundays can be overwhelming and how just looking at what's going on that week can be, it's overwhelming. That's the only thing I can think of right now. Sundays are when I'm meal prepping, I'm packing my bag for Monday. Monday right now is 3 training sessions during the day, and it's a little bit daunting at times. Meal prepping, I flat out don't like it, but I've seen a lot of advantages to doing it. So spending 2 hours on a weekend to basically make it so I can just grab food and go during the week definitely has its advantages. But one of the things that keeps coming back is when all of this gets overwhelming and all of this, I'm looking at a bed full of laundry because Sunday's also typically when I do most of the laundry. And I'm trying to think, how am I going to pack for this? What's going on tomorrow? I'm looking at my personal phone. I'm looking at my work phone because I'm balancing a full-time job. And right now, it's looking like 15 to 18 hours a week of training. It's ridiculous. But what I keep finding is the meal prep, the stuff I don't like to do necessarily, is actually what benefits me later in the week. So yeah, meal prepping is a pain, but it allows me to think less during the week, if that makes sense. The other thing that you will see a picture of here on this post is I've started writing stuff out. So I'll write down what my Monday schedule is. And that doesn't include like 90% of the work stuff I have. That includes mostly just what do I need to worry about that day? When am I training that day? What's the plan for that day training wise? Like tomorrow, I know that I have 8x8 workout. I have to drive to Renton. I have to teach. Then I'm seeing my chiropractor. Then I'm going to finish working. Then I've got a second conditioning session, followed by a 6 to 7 mile run in the afternoon. Then I pick up Elliot and come home and basically crash and eat. So it's writing stuff out like that that's a help. The other thing is, while all this gets overwhelming, every night I look at my work schedule for the next day. I look at the meetings I have. I look at what's going on that day. What do I really need to be worried about? And that's kind of where I'm getting at, is what things need to take precedence on what day. How is it all going to work out? Because honestly, the more I start to dissect this and the more I start to understand it, the less that the worry even comes in. It's much easier to deal with. The other part is, I hear a lot of people say that they couldn't do half what I do because they don't have the time. And at this point, guys, I don't technically have the time. I'm making the time. I'm making the habit that I get up at 1:40 in the morning and I go and get my other conditioning stuff in before I work out. I'm making the time that while Elliot's finishing up on Mondays resting, I'm making that commitment that I'm going to go ruck. And I'm going to put in the extra miles because I know I need to. So right now, to me, it's not about having time. I'm finding new and odd ways to squeeze in every last ounce of training I can. Because honestly, I've only got maybe 2.5 weeks of hard stuff left. We're 40 days out at this point, so we're just under 6 weeks. At this point, the hard stuff is only going to go for so much longer, and then it's over. Then we start tapering down, and then, the event comes. So, yeah, it's not I'll start giving myself more of a break here in about 2 weeks, but right now, this is what it is. And honestly, guys, if you would have told me a year ago that I would be at this level and I would be training right like I am right now, I would have laughed in your face, just like I do with my coaches when they tell me something like this. It's insane, but you know what? 40 days out and committed. That's all I can say.